In sports stacking, there are very strict rules, and I have a hard time following them myself. One of the biggest ones are stopping with your wrist. When you're done with the sequence, you want to make sure you're stopping with your hands, your palms, to know that you can go right to the cups and right back. If you're stopping with your arms or elbows or wrists, it counts as a scratch, which means it does not count, and your run will get deleted from the tournament. Another big scratch is something called a slider. And what that is it's when you can fix this as a fumble, but it's when the cup slides off the top and you keep on going. The second you hit the next stack, it's a scratch. You want to make sure that even if you're going really fast, you want to make sure that once you see it, you fix it and go to the next stack. And if you don't, then it won't be a scratch. Another scratch is something called a topper. What this is when you're stacking and you put a lot of force on the cups, the stack will fall. And what you have to do is before you finish, you have to take it, put it back on top, and stop the timer. And I myself have had that fumble way too many times to count. So when you're stacking, you want to make sure you're putting a light touch on the cups so none of that happens. And if it does, you want to have quick muscle memory to pick the cup back up and stop the timer. One of my biggest tips for sports stacking is always fix your fumbles. And what a fumble is when you're stacking and the cups fly off their stack. And what you have to do is you have to pick them up and then go to the next stack. And if you don't, then it's a scratch. But if you fix your fumbles and you practice the muscle memory of getting the cups back on, you'll have a faster time. That's one of my tips. Another tip is to make sure that when you're doing it, before I do it, I just do every run slowly without the timer to get my muscle memory kicking up. And another thing is definitely try not to just go all out. You want to maintain your consistency by practicing each stack over and over. And if you just go all out, then you'll have more fumbles. But if you stay consistent and stay solid, then that won't happen.